So, and even today, Paul and I were on WGN together, and he said to the interviewer that Arrupe College is doing something that no one else is doing in the city of Chicago or in the United States. So, we don't know each other all that well. I didn't do your wedding or baptize your children, what is it about Arrupe College? What's the secret sauce here that you see that, in your research for this book?
So what drew me to Arrupe, apart from the force of Father Katsouros' personality, was the fact that the questions that this institution was taking on and trying to answer is, I think, just this central one for higher education right now. In some ways, it is that GI Bill question, right? Can students who don't have the traditional kind of preparation and qualifications and test scores that predict success in higher education, can we help many more of those students graduate? And it's an urgent question because all of the signs in the economy and in the labor market are that we need many more credentialed college graduates in this country, and that we're doing a decent job of getting lots of students into college. We are not doing a good job of getting students to graduate from college. And the best predictors of who's going to graduate is family income. So we do a pretty good job of getting rich kids into and through college, and we do not do a good job of getting low-income students into and especially through college. And all of the indications that I see, not only at Arrupe, but at the University of Texas and lots of other places, is that achieving that is going to take a lot of work, that it's not just a matter of access. Access certainly matters, and access is very inequitable right now. But it is not enough to just admit students and then assume they're going to succeed. There are so many obstacles for a student who meets the profile of a Arrupe College freshman. There are so many obstacles to their success. From financial to academic to psychological to social, family issues, work issues, and it was something that really came home for me as I spoke to Arrupe students. They all just had complicated lives, and when you're a student, whether it's here or at the University of Texas or anywhere else, and you start to struggle, all of your issues start to seem like one big issue. So when you ask someone who dropped out of college why they dropped out, they'll usually have a particular story they'll tell you. But when you're talking to someone who's in that moment, it is often like it's finances, plus it's a sick parent, plus it's a breakup, plus it's a bad calculus grade, and all of those things just seem like they point toward it's easier to drop out than to stay in. And so what I think is important about what Arrupe does is it finds answers to those questions. It looks at students as whole people, and it connects with all of those parts of their lives, the financial, the psychological, the academic, the social. And that is, I think, really what students who are on the margins need. They don't just need counseling, they don't just need academic support, they don't just need financial aid, they need people who care about them and are alert to all of the issues in their lives and find ways to solve them. And so I think what Arrupe is showing is that unlikely college students, in the same way that the GI Bill showed, unlikely college students can succeed, and not just at the skilled trades, but at liberal arts education that is going to prepare them for jobs in the knowledge economy, which is where most of the best paying jobs are going to be in future decades. So I feel like Father Katsouros would be the first to point out Arrupe has not answered all of these questions, has not solved all of these problems yet. But I think both the initial results and the progress that's being made here are really encouraging and important, but also just the fact that this question is being asked here is rare. There just are very few institutions that are trying to take on this question with the seriousness that Arrupe is doing.